Hello everybody! If you follow me for a while, you probably know that I'm developing the Event Modeling Toolkit for Miro. That's the only tool, to my best knowledge, with a 100% focus on event modeling. You can model in Miro, you can use the AI integration, you can model and it tells you when anything goes wrong. So it's just a neat little helper. And maybe you also realized that I'm also porting this tool to the web. So in the future, you will be able to model directly on the web, no Miro license attached, nothing. And the great thing is we now have feature parity. All the features have been ported to the web. There are still a few rough edges. It's not 100% done yet, but all the features have been ported. This means you can play around and just use the AI integration directly on the web. Let me show you how that works. So what we can do is, for example, we just go here, and the first thing you typically do is you start with the brainstorming. You add a few events. So of course you can model manually. So if you model a library system, you would just place an event here. You would say something like book added, and it would just work. You can add attributes here like the ISBN and stuff like that. Fine. But what you also can do is you can just start with the AI integration and say, maybe I just use AI to model for me. So model a library system. Think about adding books, removing books from the catalog, but also model borrowing and late return fees, something like that. We can now say add the timeline, and it will just provide the events for us. It will analyze the text and it will provide the events for us. So here we are, book added, book removed, book borrowed, book returned, late fee assessed. Great. This is a great starting point. You can just put in your Jira ticket, your description of the system, and it will provide you with this initial set of events. Amazing. Now, what you also can do is you can use the screen drawer. This all works on the web. So what we can do here is we can just say, draw me a screen. So we work with screens in event modeling. That's a screen. We can just draw simple screens here like this. Place a button down here. I always say if it takes you more than 2 minutes to draw a screen, you're probably doing it wrong. This tool helps you with this. But what we also can do is we can use the AI integration for screens. Now, we can just describe our system here. We can say draw a screen using for a library, make it add books and remove books from the catalog. How could that look like? Design me the screen. Now the AI will analyze what you give it and it will design the screen, and you can get into a lot of details here. But again, in event modeling, we focus on functionality. It's not that important what the screen looks like. It's important that everybody understands it. Now, if you do this, it just gives you the screen, and you can now start to edit the screen. You can work on that. Export it, and that's our screen. This all works on the web. And in the end, you can also use this here and build your prototype. This also works on the web. So everything you can do in Miro today works on the web. So I'm pretty proud that this really worked. It was just an experiment, but in the end, it worked out pretty well, and it didn't take too much time to port the whole features. It's available for free. You can just play around with it, and it might be available for free here in the web just to experiment with the tooling forever. I don't know yet. So if you have any questions about this, just let me know. So I hope you are as enthusiastic about this as me. The next step will be I will add multi-user support. So currently only one user can model. I will add multi-user support and also authentication and persistence. So persistence will be something you will need a license for, but the features itself, you can just play around with it and experiment with it. This will all be free and available on the web. See you next time.